Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and today we are working on the pillow thing again. And I am joined by my lovely wife, Mandy, oh, her camera's not set up. We spent all that time making sure the mic was working. We never bothered to get her camera going. And for some reason, I can't hear her either. So we'll go back to... Yeah, but your camera's not connected.
My OBS is on. Okay, I will restart OBS.
Okay. Well, I will leave it here then, just in case she comes back. Anyways, I just spent a bunch of time. We're a little bit late today because I was spending some time trying to see if I could match these colors with the string I normally use. I really don't like this string. I'm sorry. I mean, if you're a person who buys Disofloss and you really enjoy it, that's great. But to me, it feels like string that was left out in the rain and then brought in to dry, and it's all stiff and crunchy and easy to break, and I hate it. I really do. So what I'm going to try to do here tonight is add enough floss so we can kind of make it more square so I can maybe use it for something. But I think I'm going to try to do the pillow that I want out of the floss that I like, which is kind of hard to do because part of the love of this is these are much smaller knots. It's a little bit dainty. It's really cute. And the colors are very flat. There's like almost no, there's no shininess to it. And almost every other floss company has a nice shininess to the string itself. So yeah, but that's okay. I think I would rather work on, because this thing would have to be quite a bit longer before it reaches that pillow length. And I just don't think I have it in me to work with this string that long.
I don't know why I'm not showing.
I don't know either. Let me see if I can... Yeah. Weird. Don't know why.
Do I need to reconfigure something?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just something didn't want to connect. Normally, before the stream starts, we would have already had a look at the cameras and all that kind of stuff. For some odd reason, being distracted tonight, that didn't happen. So, oops.
So there's no Mandy cam.
I know. How are we going to know when your eyes are rolling?
I don't know.
I don't know if there's any other way I can get. And let's see if I go down to... We're going to try to make some adjustments on the fly here, guys. Let's see if we can't get a Mandy cam working. There we go. We got Mandy back. Now, do we still have Mandy's volume?
Do we?
We do. We have a face. We've done it. We've got voice and picture. Cool. So yeah, yeah, I'm really trying to figure out like what's going to come of this project itself. I have another project that I really want to work with. and kind of excited for. So I might switch over to that. Mind you, I just spent the day cutting up floss for the new project. I mean, I cut a lot of floss today. Let's see, wait, 10, at least 50 skeins wrapped into little bobbins and stuff, because I can't hang it on the walls because the geckos get entangled in my string. So, yeah.
Gecko paws off my string.
I know. And that merch is available at the link that's down below, I think. So yeah. I can't wait. I've already got an order in for those stickers for myself, so even if nobody else gets them, I will definitely have some. All right. So now I have to add some string to this. This is the joy I have set myself up for. So this is the color I'm going to be replacing, which is this one here. It's kind of hidden by the text. Boy, that's okay. Just kind of let it unwind and drop the bobbin on the floor. I will pick them all up at the end, because we're probably going to go through a bunch of these here tonight. So here's how I add the floss. I take the string that's about to be replaced and I do the first half of the knot, right? So just a simple going over to the right. And then I take my really long string, and because it's doubled up, right, it's folded, it'll go right there, and then I can do the rest of the knot. And now, because it's folded the way it is, it can't go anywhere. So now I can take the long one, go to make my knot with the new long one, I take the short one and put it right through the middle. I do the first half and the second half, and I go back. I do the first half, put the short one through the middle, do the next. And if you do that 3 or 4 times, you are sure that it is never even going to come out, even if you run this thing through a washing machine, which I've done. Even with the biggest project that I ever made, I ran that through the washing machine. Hello, Rainbow. Nice. Hello, help is getting weirder and weirder. All right, so there we go. Now that string is on, so now this short one, hang on, fortunately my airplane trailer is on wheels. I can spin it around. I had it sitting the other way, which made it, my scissors weren't within reach. There we go. One string done. Yeah, no worries, Rainbow. You just missed the fact that we almost didn't have a Mandy cam and me replacing a string. Oh, and the fact that I'm considering bailing on this project until I get better string to make it out of, and possibly going off and making my next project, which is really, really near and dear to my heart. I am like really kind of excited about that because I'm making something for myself. So, yeah, I cut like, it's gotta be like 10, 20, 30, 40, yeah, 50 50 skeins of floss got cut into thirds and put onto the little bobbins. So 150 little bobbins. Yeah, it's kept me busy all day. Kind of makes it nice to sit in the chair, though. I'll tell you what, because cutting up floss, I tend to stand for that. And just kind of easier if you can move around a lot. So it's kind of nice to finally sit down, relax. It is very quiet. Oh, I don't have music playing. That's why it's quiet for me. That's so weird. The bot read to me and said, Mandy Beatler said it is. Like is. Come on. Ah. Right. Yeah, so basically to add the string this time, it's the same thing I just did before. Well, let's hope the weather holds up for them. Speaking of traveling, I got a new place I want to go to. I don't know how to say the name of the city, but Mandy can say it.
What's it?
What's the place that's now giving me plane ticket information?
Hangzhou in China.
Hangzhou. That's such a fun name. It's hard to say, but I like it. I want to go to Hangzhou, China. Been watching a drama series on Netflix, and they're showing off this city, and the whole city just looks amazing. It is like so modern-y, and there's like lots of trees down at street level, and it just looks like it's an amazing place. And apparently it's the capital of its province, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I'm not sure how hard it has to be raining to be considered cats and dogs, but yeah. Wow. But then she's going to fit in with all the rest of the Brits because all the Brits hate rain. Oh, Mandy, did you figure out how much bigger this thing would be?
Oh, didn't we just do that?
Yeah, did we ever come up with an answer as to how wide it would be?
Okay, so it's got how many across? 12?
12. So 12
Okay.
times 24 millimeters, and then whatever the thing is. Hello, just string things. Sorry, we're trying to math over here.
How wide is one bracelet for that one?
One knot. It would be one
No.
16th
The
out of
one
the
that
24.
the Daiso string.
Oh.
How wide is this?
You've got the
40, 45?
this one here is 11 inches, which was something. Dang it.
11 inches?
Yeah. Hang on. No, I'm sorry, 10 inches, which is, flip it over, 25 cm.
25 cm. Uh, $2.15. 21.
Yeah. So we actually have like formulas for figuring out like how big things are. For some odd reason, we never remember what they are. But we've actually worked out formulas to actually do this. Oh, and to make this string even less appealing, I have noticed that when I was getting some string ready for adding, that there's actually like an inconsistency in the colors between one packet and the next. So like a couple different shades of red, couple different shades of the purples, which sucks. More reason for me to just kind of scrap this project into something small and cute and then build the actual pillow that I want out of the good string.
It should be about 31 cm.
Yeah, I don't know what string Walmart uses. because most of Walmart stuff comes from China, but I have no idea what they use. I've never bought floss at a Walmart. Kmart, yeah. Joann Fabrics, yeah. Never at a Walmart. Uh, I'll try to show you some of the color differences here. It's really weird. I'm not sure if the camera is really picking this up, but can you see that those are two different colors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not supposed to be two different colors. So that's the reds. Here's the blues doing the same thing. Right, this one's obviously lighter. The mustards, not consistent. The oranges. It's just really poor quality stuff. But I guess for 12 skeins for $2, you can't exactly expect them to be great. It's just a shame. And I have to deal with it, so whatever. This one right now. So again, with the adding string, so I'm just going to do half the knot. And then get my string, connect the two ends together. That way it's perfectly folded in half. Take the loop, put it over the string that holds still, and lock it into place. Yeah, it's no. Yeah, the other thing about this string that really sucks is it's they didn't, I think it's called mercerize it, which is basically hold a flame to it just to get all the little barb type bits off, which makes it really clingy. You pick up one string and they all try to come up with it, or you get this where it just gets all wrapped around itself and tries to be perfectly awful. I hate it. And you can't over tug the strings tight because they'll just snap. And I try to keep my knots really tight. So the fact that I can't really do that sucks. I know it's a good proper. It's not. fix that. That's a very random thing to be called. In what way do you represent a moist granola bar? It's such a random thing to be called. Would that be considered a brand new name? Nice. I went for the brand joke just because, you know, granola and brand. Do, 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 do. Well done. Well done. Yeah, where's my sound effects? Where's I do have sound effects. Yeah, we in order to protect the streams, we have turned a Discord into one of them is just strictly for the live streams. and that's just Mandy and me, so that way we don't end up with interrupted craziness. Then we have the insiders for the Hangouts, which I guess we're about a week away from that.
Oh yeah. The 1st of September is Sunday.
Yep. And our first Sunday of the month is the Hangout time, so. Yeah. I have buttons over here for stuff. I even have like this one. This is kind of neat. Wait, this is a good chance for me to find out if it works for you guys. Do you guys hear this? Wait, I don't even hear it.
Yep.
Really? Why do I not
Yep.
hear it? I could hear the rim shot one. I didn't hear that one. What about this one? Oh, I see it playing. How is it? How is it I only can hear one of them? Okay. Note to self, fix things. Yeah. So crazy. Oh, so last week we did the puzzle game, and you guys happened to wreck it in like 6 minutes, right? And the whole idea of the puzzle game was to give me a chance to get up, change the neck cooling thing, you know, go potties, do whatever, you know, have a few minutes. 6 minutes was not much. So we have made the puzzle game a little bit harder. So last time it was like 4 rows and 5 columns. Now it's 5 by 5, guys. So when you guys ask yourselves, why is it so darn hard? It's because you guys are so darn good at it. Seriously, I did not expect, like, it just went 6 minutes. Like, how? Oh man, Stream Elements had to mention the Hershey pie. Now I want a Hershey pie. Over here just minding my own business like I always do. Trying to be good. Nice. Saturdays used to be our night to order pizza, but Little Caesars had to close. And yeah, now the only Little Caesars is way, way far away, too far away to have delivered. Oh, this week, for all those that are big fans of the behind the scenes hangouts and all that kind of stuff, there might be some photos added to the community tab for you to see, but I will not be streaming this week because I am going to try to figure out how to get this office to be a little bit more energy efficient. It turns out my windows don't close all the way and I'm running an air conditioner in here, and I'm just letting in warm air from the outside. And so I need to find a way of fixing all of this. And a little bit extreme, but I have to like pull a whole bunch of stuff out that's behind me in order to make this all happen. So I'm figuring pretty much I should be able to do it all in a week's time. At least I hope so. I don't know where I can find insulation. I think that's something I kind of want to try to put up as well. We'll see. Yeah, duct tape is pretty good. Well, I don't know if I'm as good with words as I need to be to describe this, but if you can picture what a normal window, like an old-fashioned boxy window is like, and then picture trying to line them up 2-3 of those in a row, and they slide and they seal when they're perfectly, like the fat ends are together, it's sealed. But when you open up one of them, there's a gap between the two windows. That's the problem. Is in order to have the exhaust for the air conditioner, the windows aren't all the way to where like the things overlap properly. So like there's a good, I don't know, cm of airspace that just lets in the warm air. I always wondered why, like running the air conditioner, like right now I got the air running, but it's 28 degrees here in the office, which, mind you, it's a lot cooler than if I wasn't running the air conditioner, but it should have gotten colder than that. Yeah, I'm thinking something along the lines of towels or insulation or something to wedge it up. Yes. The thing is once I get it done, I want it to stay there because there's all the stuff that's in front of it, and I can't be climbing around doing this every week or day or whatever. Right on. Holy smokes. Either you've got some terrible internet speeds or you've got some crazy intense video games. Ooh, I like that idea. I got cardboard boxes. That could work. I'm also thinking about, I saw this trick where somebody sprays water onto the window and then you can make aluminum foil stick to the window. I'm thinking about doing that because I don't want to kind of advertise to the neighbors that my window is not well secured closed. So I could kind of block off the back of everything, all the rest of the weird rigging by making the windows completely blacked out with the aluminum foil. Yeah, the thing I saw the foil was about how you can make it completely black out. So like if you're in a hotel room or something, you can do it. Wow. And my bot tried to say that you're downloading at 3 milligrams and 50 kg. So like that kind of got a little bit hilarious in my head. Like internet actually like in weight. But yeah, that's terrible internet speeds. And I lived through the 90s, like the era of bad internet speeds. Right on. Yeah. Yeah, I remember those days. 3,000 years ago, I was there. Yeah, I'm not sure. This stuff is pretty cool. I've used that before in Michigan back when we had bad winters. But yeah, I'll send you a picture to show you what it looks like. I'll put it in Disc. Man, I'll figure somewhere to share it with. But yeah, there's it's a really big hole. And it's sideways, and I don't know. I'm actually kind of shocked that I never really realized it before. But I started looking at it to see why is this room always so hot, and why is it I can smell the burning incense even though I have the room all closed off and stuff. So yeah, I figured it out. Obviously, I'm going to need a fresh roll of duct tape, though. Would I get that from the paint store where we bought our paint from?
Duct tape?
Yeah.
No. They only have the painter's tape,
Oh,
which is not strong enough.
no, that's rubbish. Yeah, and it's a matter of where to find it, because those kind of things aren't necessarily it's like if I was in Michigan, I would just go to like Myers, because Myers or Walmart is the kind of store that has everything. You don't even question, like you just go there and it's there.
You just we just bought a bunch of pipes and stuff from a store that has all that kind of shit.
Oh yeah, they have duct tape. No,
Of course.
really?
Any of those garage door shops have duct tape.
Okay.
The one in the back would have.
The hardware store back there.
Mhm.
Yeah, but those guys overcharge like a mother scratcher.
Nippon, uh, Japan Home and Nippon Home and whatever would have.
Oh, they would have it. Yeah, I would trust them over the closer one. That's not out of the realms of possibility, because we are in a Vert stream that people seem to be coming in and out of. So yeah, that's a possibility. People just heard a duct tape thing and we're like, uh-oh, run away. I'm making pretty good progress at this, despite having to add string. That's good. Mind you, when the next row all starts out with adding string. So if this wasn't torturing myself enough. Nice. Imagine somebody reading that without context.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I remember when it used to take forever just to download a song. Nice. Oh, I just thought of like the best, like kind of regular hardware store is like a couple, four or five, four or five bus stops away over, what is that? Serangoon? Kind of above where the Daiso is?
Sambawang.
Sumbawan. I'm picturing this poor modem like, die, you know, trying to smother it with a pillow. Don't make noise. back back when the modems used to give us the songs of its people. Hi, Debbie. Doing pretty good. Can't complain. Been spending a lot of time watching a Chinese. I don't know if you can really call it a drama, like this Chinese series. Been kind of fun, except for they're pulling it off of Netflix in the beginning, like the September 5th, and there was 40 episodes, and I'm only at 17 now. Mind you, I started the day at 10, so I made some progress. I'm gonna be really sad if I don't see how this thing ends. It's the King's Avatar. Yeah, me too. So yeah, it's kind of revolving around a player from an esports game who they were going to replace him with somebody else for financial reasons. And he ends up taking work at a nearby internet cafe, and he's just so skilled that and so loved or whatever, that his talent can't be hidden and off the grid for long. And making new friends and setting up new teams and stuff. It's pretty cool. Which one is Yang Yang? I need a research department. Honey?
Yes.
Oh, Yang Yang must be the boy. Okay. Yeah, he's charming enough, I see. I love, like, the cafe is so modern, so amazing with the balconies and a couple floors and the lights in the walls and everything about that is. And then the cut scenes where they show the city, it's just so beautiful. It's such an amazing area that they're in. It's practically a tourist, like, draw you in with the how pretty everything is, blowing me away. That sounds kind of fun. Yeah, this is my first time for doing Chinese dramas, whatever. There's a place where I go down in the city and hang out because it's all indoors and I can stay out of the elements. I can stay out of the heat and everything. And the whole thing, like the cartoon version, is plastered on the walls. So I came home to find out if is this something that's on Netflix or YouTube or whatever. Found that the cartoon version is available on YouTube, but the live action one is available on Netflix, but not for long. And so now I'm hooked on the live action version. Oh, and the two different storylines are completely different. In the live action, he up and volunteered to leave as soon as he was being told that, there was going to be a replacement for the team lead. And in the cartoon, they pushed him out. Like, yep, you're done. Here's your papers. You're gone. So it's not like if I don't finish out the series, it's not like the two of them are the same, because there's like a definite different motivation in the cartoon one. So yeah, crazy stuff. I left my Pepsi out of reach. Yeah, I imagine when it comes to trying to redo these live actions, they can't make it as intense or whatever as the cartoon. I know for sure they did that in Yo-Yo Hakusho. The live action one is definitely pretty nice, but they cut what was like 2 full seasons into one little season. Like there were so many episodes and like there was so much of the characters' arc and stuff in the cartoons, but they eliminated most of it in the live action, which sucked. Oh no. Hang on. Is it me? No, I'm not dropping frames. I'm not dropping frames. The connections say it's excellent. Yeah, it says I have an excellent connection. I don't know why. My air conditioner is not that good, guys. Frozen. There he goes. There you got the eye rolls. That might be. Ah. So now I'm kind of really curious as to what this Love 020 thing is. Like, is that a series that's worth getting into, or? Is it? Okay, so maybe not as much fun. It's a string. Normally, when it gets a little bit funky like that, like the knot doesn't land right, I would just tug it really hard to get it to straighten up. Oh, that's kind of fun. Have a good one, Subject 62. How is Francis doing? I have a nice little bunch of bobbins on the floor next to the chair here from adding all this string. So I'm just kind of pairing this together. You gotta love the dog's tenacity to, I'm gonna try to do something even though it's probably stupid. And they just go through with it like, yep. Aw. This brings me back to a memory from probably the late 80s. I had made myself a bracer. Big old bracelet, like this thing, but 7 times as wide. And I went to a friend's house, and they had a kitten who was so badly like eaten up from fleas, it had to be, you know, put in the bathtub with the flea stuff. And they were worried because it's a kitten, you know, versus a full grown cat. Like, you know, but the fleas were that bad, like they had to like go ahead and do this. And so I went to help, and I went to put the cat into the bathtub. As soon as it touched the water, it flipped over and reached up, and it sunk its nails into my bracelet. And so I have a cat hanging from my arm, and I just dunk, 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 scrub, 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 dunk, dunk, dunk. And it never let go the whole time because it was hanging upside down over the water. And yeah, it worked out great. I didn't get a mark on me. Yeah. Yep. Plus, if you do the really, really wide ones, you could do 2 of them that sort of match and go to the Renaissance Festival and look extra cool. Mind you, back in my day, back when the 80s, large bracelets, well, bracelets in general, were a method of telling whether or not any of the chemicals had kicked in. You look down at your wrist, and all of the patterns are going, ooh, like, yep, that was working. Those were different times. It's kind of like, kind of want to move around. It feels like my butt is going numb. But we're only 10 minutes away from the puzzle game, so woohoo! Yeah, I wouldn't mess around with a shoulder that's messed up. That's, I've had some issues with shoulders, and pretty much why I can't still even do a chin up. Ouch. That takes a really long time to heal. And possibly requires a little help from like a sports doctor. Ooh, it's almost time. Hang on, let me get this string on here. I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing how you guys do with this puzzle. Hang on, I want to see something. Oh. I can end the game, you know. I do have controls that let me go back to regular. In fact, I almost did that last time, trying to see something else and almost messed it up. But you guys had just solved the puzzle. Well, oh yeah. Take care, Debbie. Although you're gonna miss the hilarity, you should probably wait on your nap for 10 more minutes because this is about to get silly. All right, so puzzle game, the start thing. Hey!
We did it. How long did it take this?
It took almost 20 minutes.
It didn't feel like it though.
No, it's a fun game. It goes quick. But yeah, there's plenty of time. I even made myself a little shot, so if I start to sound funny, we'll blame it on that. I made a very teeny tiny rusty nail. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wish there was a way that it held like third place and whatever. Yeah. I wish it offered up more places. Actually, to be honest, I was told that it was going to keep score until like I erased the score. The fact that it starts over from scratch every time we play, I have to actually get a hold of the person who made it and find out whether or not I'm clogging up my computer with more and more files. It's a fun game. I love it. I think it's hilarious. I think you guys are awesome for playing along. Yeah, well, you guys did so well with the 4x5. I know, right? I'm like, I have no idea what mode that is, but suddenly I think I'm in bacon pancake mode. Uh, Oh my God. I got to tell you guys a story here. Recently, I was having to cook breakfast for Dad like I usually do, and I make French toast. And I decided, you know, as a grown man, I can make a little French toast for myself. But for the life of me, I searched the cupboard, I searched all around because I knew we had what I wanted for it. But for some odd reason, my brain melted, and I asked Mandy where the ginger was because I could not remember the word cinnamon. That's what I wanted. I wanted cinnamon because if you put cinnamon and sugar on French toast, it is like so good. I wanted it so bad.
He asked me where the ginger was. I'm like, what ginger?
Yeah,
I don't remember getting ginger.
I don't know where my brain got that from. I think it was based on color, but it had been so long since. And the cinnamon, I know where it goes. I know it's in the cupboard, and I remembered I got it out for Mandy recently because she was making something. And like, oh, she didn't put it back. Where on earth would she hide? And she had it hidden too, boy. I tell you right now, now that, you know, talking about pancakes and stuff, suddenly I'm thinking, I can't do pancakes. I don't have pancake batter, but I can do French toast. Or I could do a ham sandwich. I just discovered some ham was delivered.
I also got an herb cheese as well as a garlic butter thing.
Ooh. Yeah, but who knows what the combination for that is?
Google.
I've only ever had like the pancake batter where you just add water to a big thing of powder and then magic happens.
I don't know, but I found these results on search.
Nice. Yeah, apparently Google wanted to get in on that conversation really badly too. Yeah, like I said, I've only ever made pancakes when it came from a box. Alexa, why am I so bad with women? This is Siri. Uh. Hi there, Barty Burma.
2 hours later.
Whoa, it's already midnight. I honestly thought I was making way better progress on this than I apparently am. I thought by now I'd have finished the row. Okay, time to add some more string. So where is Barty Verma from? It's such an interesting name. Woohoo! Heck yeah, if there was enough people to justify doing pancakes, I'd hit one of the late night markets, get some batter, and hook everybody up.
Bacon, please.
Ooh, heck yeah. So what do? You make up the bacon, get it all the pan all nice and filled with grease, and then put the pancakes from that? Because that
Sounds good.
sounds... Yeah.
Then all you need is maple syrup.
I don't think we have any of that.
Well, if you're going to buy pancake batter,
True that. If nobody's ever heard of it before, you should look up the Canadian maple syrup heist. The most Canadian thing ever. They have a warehouse with 55-gallon drums of maple syrup in case of like things going bad. And somebody went and was unloading this stuff and replacing it with like water. Yeah, that's one of those stories that you just like, wow. Yeah. Well, if you want to make it, yeah. If you want to make it in American restaurants, you only need two primary ingredients, and that's cheese and tomato sauce. If you've got those two things in whatever it is your concoction, whether it be like the torpedo sub at Subways or pizza or whatever, if it's got cheese and tomato sauce, you will do fine in America. Any kind of pizza joint, any kind of spaghetti or lasagna or any of that kind of stuff, Americans will eat that stuff up. Oddly enough, if it's got too much tomato sauce, it does not do well here in Singapore. For some odd reason, they just don't like the tomato sauce. That's why most pizza here is absolutely terrible, and possibly why Little Caesars is having a hard time keeping going. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, man, I went out to a fancy all-you-can-eat buffet, and they had nuggets. And I was just like, hell yeah, I ate me some nuggets. Get in my tummy.
Yeah, but they were fancy nuggets.
Yeah, they were like some gourmet chicken nuggets. Like, holy cow. The the outside shell was so like crisp and yeah. I'm spoiled now. I want more of those.
Please don't ask my contact about the nuggets. You, you're really the cookie dude.
Yeah. I'm okay being the cookie dude. There's a certain type of gingerbread type cookies from this restaurant that are absolutely, they might as well just have crack in it. I can't help it. Whatever it is about those cookies, it's like I start eat. I'll just have one, three. I'll have five, eight. Wait, how many are left? Shit. Oh man, shortbread is heck yeah. I kind of want to mix. So there's a pineapple tart that's really popular over here, but the cookie portion of the pineapple tart is like super dry, and I want to kind of try messing around and try to make them with more of a shortbread recipe because then I would enjoy it. But to the locals, that's just, tampering with tradition and, burn it with fire. But for me, it's like, well, this could be cool. I love the usage of words there. That was awesome. Thank you. I can't remember if it was shortbread or sugar cookies I used to make, but come around Christmas time, the ex would always have me make up about 3 or 4 batches for her to take to work, and the kids would have a couple for, just at home, and it would seem like I would be busy baking for a few days. Lots of butter and sugar. Relatable. I have a few things that I'm like that about. Do you remember Smarties? The thing that like I only remember them really at Halloween. Little tiny wrapper around little tiny. They're almost they're they're almost like the Pez candies. Those things. Oh man.
Smarties was completely different over here. Smarties was
The chocolate
M&Ms.
M&Ms like ones, yeah. That's the same in Canada. But there was something in America that had these little tubes of just yeah, Smarties just go down like they go down like a fat kid on a seesaw. Fast. Oh man. Yeah, it's the sugar giving us dopamine. Yes, absolutely, absolutely an ADHD thing. And it's one of those things like I just yeah, those things are so good. That you know, I love jelly beans. I don't know, man. I can never find much of jelly beans here. And if they do, they tend to be expensive, but man. Yeah. There's so I can't find Smarties over here, but there is a knockoff version at Muji. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but Muji has them. It's like $2 and change for a bag of these things. They're really hard to keep, though. Not that they would go bad. I'm talking about they're hard to keep and not get eaten. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah, sweet tarts were awesome. Or what was the red ones that were really cinnamon? Oh, I used to like those things a lot too. It's like the kids version of like the cinnamon schnapps. The heck was those? Oh man. Hot tamales. That was it. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's it. Oh, this is friendship bracelets turned into something a little bit more complex. It's it's the same knots as friendship bracelets. Hang on, let me get to where this there. And get to move it back and forth again. It's friendship bracelets. Just on steroids because I go really wide with this. So this is going to be a pillow. No, kumis are woven. This is knots. Big, huge difference in the community for this kind of stuff. You about jump scared me there. I hear a sudden knock, knock, knock.
You were looking for candy.
I know, right? That was awfully Halloween-ish, though. Yeah, kumi is a braid, so it's just like a weave. Kind of. Yeah, Debbie was asking me about the... So she ordered a bag and I sent a bracelet with it. And she was wondering, like, how is it, like, so, like, firm and tight or whatever. And I think, honestly, that she may have learned how to do macrame first. And so she makes the knot itself really tight and whatever, but the spaces in between the knots are much looser, is what I suspect is the difference, because they shouldn't be that big of a difference. Plus, I see that she, like, does the pins in a macrame board, whereas I'm just cranking the knots up against each other. I just have some clips up at the top holding this thing in place. And so, yeah, everything is, like, seriously wrenched right together as tight as I can. Well, tight as I can without breaking strings, because this string sucks. But that's all right. So I think next week we're going to be on a new project, and I think the way I had been picturing that I would do it in my head, I think there's a version that takes a little bit longer, perhaps, but it'll give me a better result. So I'm kind of excited about all of that, and I'll explain the whole thing when the time comes. But yeah, something really cool is coming. Somehow I don't know that association. I know who Melissa McCarthy is, but I'm missing something. And what's with the album cover for Heart? It looks like they're at like a Renaissance festival. Oh, should she? Cool. Oh, I don't think I saw that one. This is going to sound really weird, but I am self-taught. I was first shown how to tie this one knot where I just go to the right and then I had an epiphany that if I tied the knot backwards, it would go the other direction. And then somebody gave me a project to try to duplicate, and that's where I learned the rest. So it's all basically self-taught. I learned it back before there was internet, believe it or not. I started back in 87. And yeah, this is one of my more signature patterns. And it's one of my favorite things to do. And I do it live here on Saturday nights, 10 p.m. Singapore time, until about 1 a.m. Singapore time, which is another 40 minutes from now. Is it this purple or that purple? I think it's this one. Why are the colors so bad with this string? But yeah, I have a whole website dedicated to it. If you want to start easy, I definitely recommend start easy. Don't go in over your head. Start off easy. Go over to my website, akaawol.com, and check out some of the tutorials, check out some of the stuff. If you really don't want to go through that much trouble, you can go to the AKAAWOL shop, where you can just buy the stuff instead of actually having to do the work, which you know, that helps support the channel, and you get to have cool stuff to pass off to your friends. Oh. I don't know that one. Step 5, back to step 1. Yeah.
He means that he just followed your channel.
Oh, it's following mine? Oh, thank you. My freedom carries the bat was supposed to slay me, but I can't be killed. I breath of feelings to play me. That sounds legit. I don't have many projects that were started and abandoned, but I do have some projects that I didn't have an organization system, and I was waiting so long for Mandy to do the kumis that I forgot what it was that they were intended to go towards. So they got set off to the side, hoping that maybe I would remember, and I didn't. so I have no idea what they're supposed to be. But yeah.
Did the printer thing work?
Oh, it did. Talk to my side and it's absolutely silent. This has got to be the greatest little printers ever. Hang on a sec. Let me get this string in here. There it is. A nude? I don't know how to say the name, but hey, thank you for subscribing.
You put it too high, you can't see it.
I suddenly realized I brought it down. A nude. Thanks for subbing. So this is. That is pretty good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Waiting with bated breath. What do you got? There you go. Yeah, there are some other strings that can work. I personally prefer the kind of string that is used for embroidery, just because the number of colors and just it works really, really well. Especially seeing as how I double up my floss. If I was to use some of the thicker strings that are out there, I would be able to double it, and that would make like replacing strings a lot more difficult. Nice. Yeah, but certain yarns, if you pull, it starts to work itself skinnier and skinnier. So it'll start out really fat at the top, but then be like kind of wimpy at the end. I really don't recommend yarn. It's just the way they spin it. It's just not as intense. Although there are some versions, I guess. What is it called? Like number fives? Right. But isn't pearl floss also kind of like embroidered floss? Like realistically, like can't see people getting mad over what you're using. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I know who. I remember. Oh, that's a loaded question. How long does it take? I can do a bracelet in an hour, or I can do a big project that took me 9 months, which is 1.6 meters by 6 meters. So size matters when it comes to how long does it take. This has been a couple weeks of like live streams. I have finished the row. Woohoo! I've done bracelets like this. Right. Well, that's hard to say. This bracelet took me, I don't know, I want to say like 6 hours, maybe more. But yeah, do all kinds of stuff. Ah. Huh. That sounds kind of fun. There, each could have outrun those birds. So go in there. Man, look at the difference in the colors. It's supposed to be the same thing. I have no idea what's up with that. Ugh. should make a bag. Should do a bucket bag like I did that Rainbow has. That thing was using up all the strings I had. Well, it started out having 144 colors, and then it just started absorbing all the other cut floss in the house. Absolutely. There's a lot of patterns available to do something small like that. And yeah, I'm probably the foremost person for that kind of thing. The Vert stream only had 43 this time. Yeah, 43 this time. Really slow count on the Vert. Yeah, if you look up the bags over on my website, you'll see like the number of tutorials, and they all have videos, and I go into a lot of detail. If you join on Discord, you can actually ask questions when you run out of stuff. 100% that's a Freudian slip. Yeah. Otto Freud. Stories 4, 5, 5, 6. By putting it away, you mean you're going to drink it. We're hip to this. But he's not quite it. But in his own mind, he's the dopest trip. Cool. This is kind of coming along. I think I about had it for the night, though. I'm like, my neck is getting really, really stiff over here. Don't know what's up with that. And I'm really excited about next week because I have a whole new pattern that I'm going to work on. And yeah, I'll tell you all about that then. And then there's going to be, while we're doing that, there will be getting ready for the hangout, which is on Sunday. That's next week, not this week. So yeah, lots to do. If you guys want to hang out with me and all that, you can join Patreon or you can join the YouTube members. So yeah, that's what all these lovely people have done. And yeah, there's a lot of, yeah, it's, how long is this? This thing is now, sadly, just about 6.5 inches long. Yeah, not nearly as long as I would like. But yeah, next week's a whole new thing, a similar pattern, but it's gonna be 100 times cooler, way cooler. Sorry guys, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.